welcome to Wine Wednesday. You guys, I am so excited about this because every week I get on here and share these things with you, or have special guests on and share their nuggets of information with you on how they got to where they're going, obstacles they've had to get through, relationships they've had to let go in order to grow, just a lot of things in life that, life is a journey and we're all new to it all. I mean, there's a first for everything, right? And so it's always great to gain perspective and knowledge from different individuals. And so this place is just a space to share that kind of information with you all. Also, I wanted to touch briefly on why I call it Wine Wednesday. I get a lot of questions as to why I don't have wine on Wine Wednesday. And I'm not, I love wine, don't get me wrong. And so I partnered with a company called One Hope Wine, and they actually donate 10% of your purchase to a charity, and it could be a charity of your choice, my choice, whichever, or their choice. And they link up and they donate and give millions away each year. And so it's a beautiful business model. It's a beautiful concept. And I love the, for the wine drinkers, you get to buy, or for gifts and all the things, and just knowing that your money is going further than yourself is a beautiful thing. You're changing lives when you buy through them. So I've partnered with them. So that link is in my bio. So that's why it's Wine Wednesday, because this is a charitable site. This is a charitable, vlog, if you will. So everything that I do is linked with a charity, and this is one way of doing that. And so it's beautiful, and that's why we call it Wine Wednesday. So moving on, I am very excited so I just got back from Austin, and I was hanging out with I always say this, but I mean, honest to goodness, the law of attraction is real. The people that are coming to your life and you're being introduced into their life, there's a reason for it. And I honestly the reason I'm so excited to share what I'm going to share with you tonight is because I've learned that you just have to say yes, and just go. And sometimes we second guess ourselves. We hear of great opportunities and we're like, I don't know if I should do that or not. And I mean, I always think you definitely need to, figure out what's going to be best for you. But if you know that this is this could be an opportunity of a lifetime, you may not have this opportunity again, then I say you just say yes and you go. Doesn't mean that you have to know everything. It doesn't mean that you're even ready for it. I mean, I haven't been ready for anything that's come at me, really, truly. I've just said yes. And then you have to stay consistent, and you have to continue to do your routines, because routine matters. I mean, being consistent matters. If you say you're going to do something, you have to do it. And believe me, out of all people, there's been times, and those that are pretty close to me understand this of me, but I've said yes, and I've wanted to do things and with great intention, and then I didn't follow through all the time, and that it happens, but you just have to kick that part aside and then keep moving forward. So with that being said, I wanted to really hone in on growing and what you deserve in life and what you should have. And truthfully, we all have dreams and aspirations, and you see this a lot on my page, but I really want to hone in on letting go in order to grow. It's a hard thing. And as individuals, we like routine, we like camaraderie, we like comfort, we get comfortable. And you don't want that to change, because when you're comfortable, you know what to expect. And when we don't know what to expect, we kind of can throw you into a tizzy, and you're like, I don't know what this means. I don't know what this is. And the truth is that when you're on your life path and you are moving and you're on a certain trajectory, some people aren't going to be on board with that. And they're not going to see the vision you have, and they're not going to, I don't want to say they're not going to support it, because there are those people, even family members, that support you, but sometimes their words aren't so supportive because they're trying to protect you, because they're unsure of what you're chasing after, because it's not familiar to them either. So it's really important that when you're chasing your dream or you're pursuing something, that you're careful with what you share. And I mean that because you can share, and this has happened to me, okay? So you get so excited, big things are happening, and you're like, yes, and you go and you share it with certain people, and they're like, well, great for you, but what's this? What's next? What's that? How is that going to work? And the energy just is gone. Like, you're not in sync, and you're now finding yourself second guessing what you know to be true, but you don't have all the answers. So you're getting pinned in a corner, almost trying to explain like your excitement about how this is happening and everything that's coming together and how it's moving forward, and you're finally on your life path, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, wait, I don't know that answer. And like, what am I doing? Is this right? And so the thing is that when you be careful with what you share. You can share whatever you want, but don't let whatever you share with individuals, don't let those individuals take from that, from what you're pursuing. And sometimes people really aren't supportive. They kind of just bring you down. They're the naysayers. They're the people that at one point in your life you loved dearly. You may still love them dearly, but they don't see your vision. You're not aligned. You guys are going in different directions. You don't want to let them go because you love them, but at the same time, they're holding you back. Well, you have to move. You have to move forward. Look, people are going to either be there with you or they're not. But the greatest thing is if you are taking care of you, and if you're pursuing your dream, your passion, and you know, no matter how many times you get down or get knocked down, that saying, it's so true. It's not about how many times you get knocked down. It's about how many times you get up. Because we all face adversity, and we all face moments of just being let down and knocked down and all this stuff. But you know what? You're not a victim. Because here's the thing. We would all be victims if that were the case, because we've all been knocked down. We've all been let down. We've all let people down. We are human. But in order to see something big, in order to see your dream, whatever that is, whether it's to open up your own, shoe store, or to become an author, or, whatever it might be in your life, in order for that to happen, you have to believe in you and believe in the God-given vision that you have for whatever it is that you are on this path towards. And with that comes accountability, responsibility, owning your stuff, because you can't move forward and you can't create something magnificent and wonderful if you don't own your stuff. I mean, truthfully, if it's going to be all that you envisioned and so much more, it has to come from a place of integrity, honesty, and all of the things. And look, we are human. We do mess up. We do fall short. But it's how you get up. It's how you learn and how you grow. So I'm here tonight to just share this with you. Let go of certain people you've outgrown in order to live the life you deserve and want to live. It's okay. Either they will be there for you or they won't. But the moment you can rely and fully depend on you to make yourself, your happiness, you level up, because you're not depending on anyone or anything to make you happy. You are the one waking up that morning, thanking God for today and going after it and pursuing your dream. And it feels so good. It's this form of confidence that you're like, no, I don't have these issues anymore. I'm not struggling with those issues anymore, because those are a thing of the past, and I'm only moving forward. And anything that's happening in my life, it's only going from here forward. I'm not going to use the excuses of my past. We all have a past, but it's also helped shape us into the characteristics that we have today, which are amazing. So those hardships are tools that we can use on an added tool to our tool belt. The more hardships you go through, the more of an asset you become. Because you're now more relatable. You can relate to people more. They can relate to you more. Empathy is born bigger. It's much broader now when you go through hard times. And I'm not saying that those hard times are things that you can just forget. No, but I am saying that we don't need to use those as excuses. We need to use those as strength and as tools to push forward. Because life isn't easy. But it was never promised to be easy. So that's why when we have these big dreams and these big goals and we're sharing them with the wrong people, those people, sometimes it's intentional, sometimes it's not. But when they're not right there saying, yes, get after it. I believe in you. This is what I saw in you. You were meant to do great things. If they're not rooting for you, you don't need to share, because life's already hard. It's already hard for you to be doing what you're doing, pursuing your dream, maybe working a full-time job and doing this on your passion project on the side, and you're doing a side hustle until you can make it enough to where you can leave that 9 to 5 and then go and be just with your side hustle full-time. I mean, that is hard. So I say this to you, when the people aren't rooting for you, they're not aligned with you, you've outgrown that. There's a reason and a season for everything. There's a purpose in that. And there's always a purpose in the pain. There's always a purpose in pain. There are beautiful things born out of pain. And so it's really, really important to align yourself with the right kind of people. Every season of your life changes. So some people will stay and some will go. But you are always going to evolve and grow. So just let go of the people that you're not growing with anymore. And love them from afar if you have to. But I want to end it with you choose your happiness. Don't base it on people or things. You pursue your dream, whatever it is. Get through the days knowing that even if it was one thing that you did that helped get you that much closer, you did that one thing, okay? It's okay. We all, as individuals, kind of want to lump so many things in at once, and that's just not effective either. So you want to make sure little changes in our daily routines to get closer to our goals become the big, significant changes down the line. So when you're growing and moving forward and you just know that the energy's not there with certain relationships anymore, and that these people just aren't really rooting for you and it's just not there, it's okay. It's okay to walk away, and you can do it however you want, but you got to keep moving. So with all of that being said, I hope that you all had an amazing week so far, and I'm wishing for an incredible week ahead. I will have the charity we're supporting this week linked in my bio and linked on my story, so you can click that. Next week's guest is I'm so excited. I am so excited for you guys to meet this gentleman. He is a serial entrepreneur, restaurant owner. I mean, literally, name it, fix and flips, real estate. He does it all. And he is now my colleague on a new reality TV show that's going to be launching soon. So I won't give it away yet. But if you haven't been following, you won't know who. But if you've been following me a little bit, you might have an idea of who's going to be on next week. And honestly, this guy is an inspiration. So I'm really excited for you guys to meet with him. But until then, I wish you all a wonderful night.